if you know it and you understand it, then it's different.
No, I still have to
Did we get her out?
Welcome back, Railer fans, here from Bloomington High School, getting set for the regional championship here in Class 3A boys basketball. The Railers 30-2 on the season, getting ready to take on the Vikings from Danville. Danville comes into tonight's contest with a record of 16-15 on the season. Both teams met up one of the first couple games of the season. The Railers were victorious that night by a score of 43-31 at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. That was part of the Eaton Electrical round robin tournament. Again, the Railers victorious earlier in the year over Danville, 43-31. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show. Josh Komnick along with Scott Kirby. Lloyd Kirby on the camera. Andy Fitz checks in just to my left here, getting the stats set up. And Scott, Railers in a spot where they, I think, hope to be. The Railer Nation is showing up to our right, about a full section already. You're going to hear a big roar in about a minute and 35 seconds because the Railer team is going to come out, and this crowd to our right is going to unload for the Railer team. And boy, what a crowd already so far for the Railers. Not too many for the Vikings. Actually, some of the Railer fans starting to filter over onto the Railer side, or to the Viking side.
Yeah, you're right, Josh. The side to our right filling up pretty quickly, and I know I saw some red and green move on to the other side. So looks like we're going to have about 3/4 full of a gym of red and green. And Coach Al, I'll tell you that that fan base is very, very important. And, they're going to have a lot of support tonight.
Yeah, no question. The Railers will be ready to go. The Railers got here by a big victory last Tuesday. The Railers were victorious 72-37. Railer Nation starts to see the Railers come out. Dylan Singleton getting ready to lead the team out onto the crowd. Railer Nation to our right starts to stand and clap. Still 30 seconds left before the team can hit the floor, and this crowd is already up and ready for the Railers. Again, the Railers victorious on Tuesday, 72-37 over Morton. Danville was victorious 73-58 over Bloomington High School on Wednesday night. We'll take a break here. We'll keep it here, but just want to let you listen as Coach Alexander and his squad get ready to hit the court here. And here comes both teams have hit the court here at Bloomington High School, the Railers and the Vikings. And Scott, we saw this team earlier on in the season at the Eaton Electrical round robin. They've had a few injuries to go along, I think, a little bit with their season. But 16-15 mark for Danville, record-wise, shows the Railers should have a comfortable game here tonight. But I think Coach Alexander talked to him a little bit on Thursday as I was picking up some tickets for my wife and kids, and it's a really good basketball team. It's going to be a good game tonight.
Yeah, and it's that time of year when we talked about it Tuesday night where you wipe those records clean, and Danville, a different team than we saw back in November. Athletic team, they beat Bloomington pretty good the other night, so the Railers are going to have their hands full here, and hopefully they can come out and get that quick lead to get Danville out of their rhythm and hopefully move on.
Railers out on the court, 13 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the warm-ups. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here from Bloomington High School. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show. Josh Komnick along with Scott Kirby, Lloyd Kirby, bringing the action here from Bloomington High School. Getting set for the regional championship here between the Railers and the Vikings. Again, the Vikings fresh off a victory over Bloomington High School on Wednesday night by a score of 73-58, improved their record to 16-15 on the season, while the Railers improved their record to 30-2 on Tuesday after a win against the Potters from Morton, 72-37. And it's got to be interesting to see also what kind of defense the Vikings will come out with. Historically, they played some man. They played a lot of man against us in the first matchup. But this Railer team is so hard to guard on any defense, but I think man-to-man really poses much more problem if you can stop them from shooting, or if they don't shoot it well that night, you've got a chance in zone. But when you play in man, they've got so many guys that can go by you. I'm interested to see how Danville will match up with us here. Looking over the roster, Scott, size-wise, very similar size with the Railers. Stroud goes about 6'5", Hoskins at 6'4", Tevin Smith about 6'5", so the Railers are right there at 6'3", 6'4", 6'5" with Hollinger. Size-wise, the Railers match up real well with Danville.
Yeah, you're right, Josh, and that's something that a concern for the Railers all year. What happens if you get up against some size? But tonight you're going to go up against some quickness, and the Railers have showed in the past that they can handle that quickness, because we got 5 ball handlers on the court at all times. So, it'd be interesting to see what kind of defense, like you said, Josh, that Danville's going to come out with. Now the Railers kind of struggle when defenses switch, that they don't react right away, so it'd be interesting how much you can see their tendencies.
The Vikings gave the Railers one of the closer games in the season this year. That was back in November on the 30th. The Railers were victorious 43-31 back at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. That's going to wrap it up for us here on the pregame show. After word from our sponsors, Scott and I will be back here in Bloomington to bring you the play-by-play action as the Railers take on the Vikings. As always, a big thank you goes out to all our sponsors. This has been the Josh Komnick, Ground Incorporated, and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Good evening, Railer Nation, and welcome to Lincoln Railer Basketball. WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNsports.com are pleased to bring you this evening's regional championship from Bloomington, Illinois on the campus of Bloomington High School as the Lincoln Railers take on the Vikings from Danville. Good evening, everyone. This is Scott Kirby alongside Josh Komnick and Lloyd Kirby, and we're ready to bring you all of tonight's action. We'd like to wish a good evening to all of our listeners around the world listening via 96.3 FM on WLCNsports.com, listening on the Mixler app, or watching our live stream on YouTube. So turn the volume up and get ready for some Lincoln Railer basketball. The Railers come in tonight's action 30-2, while the Vikings have an overall record of 16-15. These two met up early in the season, Josh, back in November in the Lincoln Eaton Round Robin Tournament. You're going to see two different teams as, you know, I think it was Lincoln's maybe third or fourth game of the season there in Lincoln. So two teams that have improved. And tonight, a lot of nervous energy in the building right now as the Railer fans, the players, the coaches, the parents, the broadcasters, ready to get
ready
this
to go.
Going.
Yeah, it's time to for regional championship action, and well, we got a great crowd here, and the Railers will be ready, I'm sure.
Time winding down as we get set for the playing of our national anthem. We're going to take a commercial break, but when we come back, we will have starting lineups and the opening tip here in the regional championship at Bloomington High School. This is Lincoln Railer basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Welcome back, Railer Nation. Getting set for the starting lineups here from Bloomington High School. The Class 3A boys regional here in the state of Illinois. The Railers and the Vikings. Railers come in the contest with a record of 30-2 on the season, and the Vikings at 16-15. First man out for the Vikings is a 5'11" junior, number 5, Devin Miles. Also a 6'4" junior, number 12, Nathaniel Hoskins. Number 10 is a 6'5" junior, Tevin Smith. Number 14 is a 6'2" sophomore, Martez Rhodes. And the last man out, number 15, 6'5" and a senior, is Robert Stroud. For the head coach, Daryl Robinson. You'll hear Railer Nation in the background going crazy. Now the starting lineup for the home team on your scoreboard. First man out, 6'3" and a senior, number 1, Ewald. Will Ewald. Another guard for head coach Neil Alexander, 5'10" and a junior, number 3, Singleton. Dylan Singleton. Railers leading scorer, 6'3", and a senior. Number 5 is Froby. Hayden Froby. 6 foot and a senior. Number 2, Whiteman. Cameron Whiteman. And the last starter for head coach Neil Alexander is a 6'4" junior. Number 4, Hollinger. Landon Hollinger.
Tonight's tip-off is brought to you by Jim Examus Ford Lincoln. You won't believe all the exciting pre-loved vehicles on the lot at Jim Examus Ford Lincoln on Lincoln's west side. Choose from quality pre-owned vehicles that have been put through the 172-point award-winning service inspection. There's no better time than now to put yourself behind the wheel of a quality pre-owned vehicle. Call Sam Smedley or Kevin Riggs at Jim Examus Ford Lincoln at 217-732-2111 and let them put you in a new ride. Josh, we're all set here. Regional championship, Bloomington High School.
Great crowd here. Time to go.
And the tip is controlled by the Vikings. Hoskins with it.
Right, Hoskins up at the top, and he's the guy that led them in scoring. 23 points on Wednesday night.
Now the Vikings work it around, trying to get it down low. They'll swing it back to the left. That's Miles. He'll get to the lane. Up and good for Stroud.
Yeah, beat baseline. Cam beating baseline, and then they got around there and then fished it into the middle to Stroud right in the middle.
Little backdoor, nothing there. Now Froby. 2-0 Vikings. Game just underway. Hollinger with it in the corner. Now up top to Whiteman. Whiteman will dribble right. Now hand off to Froby. Froby goes left. Tried to get the backdoor to Hollinger. Nothing there. Now the Railers will work it to the right. Whiteman in the corner for a 3. Rattles in and out. No good. It was about a quarter of the way down. Popped out of there. Vikings with the rebound.
All around the rim there for Whiteman on the first attempt of the night and couldn't get it to go. But Railers got to play it on this end.
3 on the way by Miles. Nothing but net for Miles, and the Vikings off to a quick 5-0 lead.
Yeah, and I don't know, it's been a while since the Railers have been down, Scott, at any point of the game, let alone to start it.
Froby with a 3. He answers. Hayden Froby with the Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer.
Well, the senior knows it's time now, Scott. Regional play, you lose, you go home, and none of these guys want to do that. So big shot there by Froby, kind of settles us down here and gets us back. Danville up 5-3.
5-3 Railers. Vikings with the basketball. Hoskins over to Miles. Miles dribbles in. Now be cut off by Whiteman. Almost a turnover. Hoskins gets it. Now Rhodes. Rhodes up, and he'll be fouled by Hollinger, and Rhodes will get 2 shots. First foul on Hollinger.
No, they're going to give it on Froby, I believe. Froby.
Oh, okay, Froby.
Yeah, first foul
Correction,
on Froby.
Froby.
And Scott, normally the Railers, especially in the first couple minutes, tend to turn teams over really fast with the basketball. And Danville looks very relaxed with the ball, not worried about the pressure that the Railers can give them. Very strong. You look at their athletes, very strong guys, well built, good athletes.
Rhodes' second free throw up and good. 7-3 Vikings. Railers with the basketball. 2 minutes have gone by in this first quarter. Froby with it. Now up top to Ewald. They'll swing it to the left. Now back to the right. Froby with it up top. Now over to Ewald. Now
which they do a lot of them.
A charge. As Hoskins got the offensive rebound, but a little too aggressive underneath the basket.
When I talked to Coach Alexander on Thursday, that's what he was worried about.
And it's a Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer.
Well, 2 of them so far, Scott, and I said earlier, we haven't yet to get us a steal.
Froby with it. All the way over to Ewald, up, blocked, but they're going to get Smith with the foul, and Ewald will get 2 free throws. Looked like a clean block to me. Maybe got him on the hand.
Yeah, it's a different athlete. These guys can go up and get it, and referees already trying to take control of this. And Ewald up, nice steal by tip away by Singleton. Froby got the steal, and then nice pass by Ewald, but was blocked. Fortunately for the Railers, called a foul. Ewald up with the first free throw and good.
That free throw ties the ball game up at 7. Second free throw gives the Railers their first lead. 8-7, 4:55 to go in the first. Vikings with the basketball. They get it across the timeline real quick. Now Miles over to Smith, back up top to Miles.
We talked about how this refereeing crew really called it tight on Tuesday night, Scott. A little bit of the same here on a championship. That's a charge. Yeah, that's
Stroud, and another charge called on Stroud as he got to the lane. And
yeah, I'm okay with that one. That one was a shoulder and drive down into your guy. Maybe not the first one, but Railer Nation loves it.
8-7 Railers. The Vikings won at 30. We'll keep it right here. CCA Online offers internet service to Logan County. Visit the website ccaonline.com to sign up for a free site survey from your local, friendly, knowledgeable internet service provider. Family Custom Cleaners, Tanning, 24-hour laundromat, and U-Haul dealer located at 621 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Watch for dry cleaning and super tanning specials. Phone 735-2505 for more information.
Scott, Railer Nation ready to explode here if we can get a basket now off a big turnover on the charge from Hollinger. Railers big time to get a basket here and get some momentum going.
Whiteman with it up top in the corner to Ewald. Nothing there. They'll work it to the right. Singleton finds a lane. Up, bump, off the backboard. No good. Miles up quick. Hollinger. Looked clean to me. And you're right, Josh. You're calling it close here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Hollinger went straight up as he normally does, and little to no contact underneath. And I would say the same on the Vikings.
Down there.
I would say the same on the Vikings blocking on Ewald. And that's two good athletes going up and getting the basketball on a block shot. And well, the referees are going to let them play, or they're just going to take it totally into themselves.
Free throw from Miles is good. Ties it up at 8. Second free throw up and good. 9-8 Danville.
Yeah. We saw Miles in the three-point contest, so we know he can shoot it from the perimeter a little bit. He's already got a 3 now and a couple of three-pointers, or a couple of free throws.
Singleton with the basketball. Gets it in the corner to Ewald. Now over to Froby. They work it to the left, in the corner to Whiteman. Now Ewald over to Froby up top. Froby guarded by Miles. Froby goes left, kicks it to Ewald. Now Ewald tries to get to the lane. Little contact, no call. Miles with the rebound.
Yeah, the Railers cannot finish with contact here against Danville.
Steal by Froby. Up and good for Froby. 10-9 Railers. 3:35 to go on the first.
Boy, he can turn a turnover into points really quick. Caden, as good as it gets when you get the ball and go out, and you saw the speed and athleticism that Caden can have.
There's a 3 on the way. Got it. That's Hoskins with the 3. It's 12-10 Vikings.
Yeah, Hoskins with 23 points on Wednesday night. 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists for the Vikings in that win over Bloomington. So a guy that can definitely do a number of different things on the court.
Rails with the basketball. Hollinger now up top. Froby. 3 on the clock. First quarter. 12-10 Vikings. Whiteman fakes a 3. Now Rails will reset.
Well, that middle's wide open if you can get by your guy. Scott, that no help side for Danville.
Now the Rails will work it back to the left. Singleton kicks to Whiteman. Whiteman for a deep 3. Got it! A deep 3 for Whiteman. That was from downtown, and it's a Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer.
Yeah, and it was really when the offense looked stalled there, and finally just a handoff from really too far than you probably like, but Whiteman steps up and knocks it down.
Little jumper from Stroud, no good. Or I'm sorry, that's Rhodes. Rebound Railers. Railers with the basketball and the lead. Froby hands off to Whiteman now up top. They'll work it to the left with Singleton on the wing.
Yeah, I like to finish underneath with contact.
Now they'll work it to the left with Froby. He'll dribble right. He'll pull from the elbow. Got it! Caden Froby with the deuce, and it's the Railers 15 and the Vikings 12.
Well, Scott, if they're not gonna let you drive because of their defense, then you're gonna have to stop and pull up and hit it. And we know Caden's been really good from that spot.
There's a shot, no good. Fought for underneath, out of bounds, off of Singleton. It's gonna stay with the Vikings.
Good defense by the Railers there. Converged on Danville, but couldn't couldn't come up with the rebound. Two Railers there to try and rebound it, and kind of went off both their hands out of bounds. Vikings will get it out underneath.
Vikings get it up top to number 10, Smith. Now Stroud, now they work it down low to Rhodes. He spins and count the bucket. And Whiteman was straight up, or they're going to say there was some contact. Now to Rhodes.
Well, Rhodes had taken a couple baseline or a couple free throw line jumpers there, and I saw one of the teammates saying, "Hey, take the ball to the hole. We don't need you shooting from the free throw line." And that's exactly what he did. And then drew the foul and made the basket.
Free throw up and good. Tied up at 15. 1:34 to go in the first.
Well, the Vikings been good from the free throw line too. What are they, Coach Fitz, from the line already?
6 for 6.
5 for 5 from the line, yeah.
Singleton, he'll get up on his man. Little double pump and a foul on number 10.
That's 2 on him.
That's Smith. That's his second.
Maybe a little strategy from Coach Alexander. He runs the old Dallas play and then clears out to one side for Singleton, knowing that Smith has a foul on him already. Dylan does a good job of getting to the basket and then trying to draw that foul. So they'll send Smith to the bench probably with 2, and Singleton will go to the line.
Singleton free throw, good.
Railers now 3 of 3 from the free throw line on the game.
Number 4. Delray Crowder.
Make it 4 for 4. Singleton up. Railers lead at 17-15 here, a minute 19 left in the first quarter.
Vikings with the basketball. Miles. Crowder checks in for Smith. Now they work it around, looking for Rhodes underneath. Miles with a deep 3, got it.
Boy, if you can hit out there, and they've got some guys underneath that we've seen so far from the free throw line. The man Rhodes, and well, he's number 5. Devin Miles has been on fire lately.
18-17, Danville with the lead. It's been back and forth. We got 45 seconds to go in the first. Railers with the basketball.
Yeah, Miles has got 8 points so far on the night already.
Froby, he gets to the lane with guard by Miles, up and good for Froby.
Yeah, big size advantage there though for Froby. Froby at 6'3", long arms. Miles goes at 5'10", and Froby just takes him to the basket and shoots over the top of him.
Crowder with it in the corner. Tapped away out by Singleton, grabs it, throws it back to Froby. Now over to Whiteman, back to Froby. Good defense by the Railers, and a turnover. They'll hold for 1. You got to get it across. And there's a lazy pass. I don't know what they were doing there, as all he had to do was get it across the timeline. Now Froby, he's got a lane. He'll pull up with the runner. Count the bucket. A very exciting first quarter here in Bloomington. At the end of 1, it's the Railers 21, the Vikings 20. We'll take a commercial break. We'll come back. We'll have second quarter action here. The regional championship from Bloomington High School. Welcome back to Bloomington High School. Josh Komnick, Scott Kirby with you as the Railers take a 1-point lead into the second quarter, and they will have the basketball to start the second.
Yeah, Scott, Railers giving up 38 points on the season per game. Danville with 20 already.
Singleton blows by Crowder, tries to kick it out. Stolen away by Danville. Now Miles with it. He's cut off by Ewald. Now they'll get it down low, stolen by Hollinger. Gives it to Whiteman. Whiteman looks to get it up past somebody. Now he'll hand off to Singleton. Singleton to Ewald. Over to Froby, now Whiteman. Whiteman for a three from the wing, in and out, no good. Rebound.
Had two of those,
comes
Scott.
down to Hoskins.
White in the basket, almost all the way down, and Whiteman's had two of those. The first shot of the game, and now that one just couldn't get it to go.
21-20 Railers. Vikings with the basketball. It's been a fast-paced game so far. A lot of scoring.
Absolutely.
Now Crowder gives it to Stroud. Stroud guarded by Singleton. Over to Crowder. Crowder takes a three. Got it.
Yeah, we know he can shoot it. He was in the three-point contest earlier too, and I think he made 9 in the contest, which doesn't really translate a lot to the game, but he's there behind the arc for a reason. He's in the game right now for a reason. That's to shoot it against this zone.
23-21 Vikings. Singleton over to Froby. Froby fakes a three. Now gives it to Hollinger, who gives it to Singleton. Now they work it left. Whiteman for another three. Off the rim, no good. And Rhodes with the rebound.
Yeah, Caden's got to be careful. He's got one foul.
Now Miles, guarded by Singleton. Gives it into Rhodes. Rhodes stripped away by Whiteman. Froby comes up with it. He'll go up. A lot of contact, no foul. Froby. And then they're going to call that. No way. Oh, they're going to get a charge. So the referees picked up right where they left off from Tuesday. But that one's in our favor. Is on number 15, Stroud. (23-21), 6 minutes to go in the first half. Railers with the basketball. Singleton, guarded by Crowder. Crowder can't guard him. Little spin, no good. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Danville.
Come on, we need a basket here, Scott. We've gone a little drought here now with a couple possessions where we've not gotten a basket. A couple of threes attempted by Whiteman. That time, Singleton tries to get to the basket and couldn't get that one.
Singleton got open, got the inbound from Froby, will be fouled by Crowder. Singleton will get 2 free throws.
Right now, the Vikings shooting 70% from the field. They're 4 of 4 from the three-point line and 5 of 5 from the free throw line. So I don't know if you could have asked for a better scenario for the Vikings or the way they've been able to come out and shoot the ball.
Yeah, they got to cool off eventually, you would think. Singleton misses the
first free throw missed for the Railers on the night. The Railers now 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 3 of 7 from the three-point line.
Now Miles with it. He'll get in deep, kick it out, up top to Crowder. Crowder gets to the lane. And he's going to be called for a charge.
I think that one, he's out of control there. That's not a bad call, I don't think, by the ref. Good job by Cam, too. Give the Railers some credit there to stand in and take some charges. Whiteman, Hollinger underneath there. I think Cam's probably taken 3 or 4 tonight already.
Number 11, Parker's going to check in for Crowder.
Now that's a player control foul, so it's not a bonus, but the Railers will be in the bonus. That's the 17th foul on the Vikings.
There's a little backdoor to Singleton, couldn't get it to go. And now Danville pushes it up quick. Miles, count the bucket and the foul.
Boy, what a start for Miles, too. You know, didn't see a whole lot on him in the scouting report, but that gives him 10 now, going for 11. And what a hot start he's had. I'm not sure he's missed a shot yet.
25-22, the Vikings. Miles makes his free throw. 26-22, 5:08 to go in the first half. Still a lot of basketball. You're just waiting for the Railers to go on one of those big runs that they're known for.
Yeah, but it's got to start on the defensive end. We haven't been able to stop Danville too many times on that side, and that's where we've turned a lot of points into, or a lot of turnovers into points, and quick points has been our defense. We just haven't been able to get out yet.
Froby has it on the wing, now up top to Ewald. He thinks about a three, now gives it to Froby. Froby, he'll get to the lane, kick it out in the corner to Singleton. Now Whiteman for a three in the wing. Ooh, missed it bad. Rebound comes down to number 12, Hoskins, for the Vikings. Now they work it around. A little pull-up jumper, no good. And we're going to get a foul. on Whiteman. That's his second foul.
Yeah,
he's got to be smart.
Yeah, coach is going to put some trust in the senior now. Going to leave Cam out there with 2 fouls.
Inbound to Miles up top. Now they try to get it down low to 14 Stroud. Now they'll swing it back up top to Miles.
Not really been able to turn him over at all. He's got 11 points on the night, and he's been by far their best player so far.
Hoskins guarded by Singleton. Over to Parker, back to Hoskins, back to Parker, over to Miles. Back up top to Parker, over to Hoskins, looking for Rhodes in the lane. That's about 3 seconds right there. No call. Now Danville trying to take some air out of the ball with 3:40 to go in the first half.
Not sure this is really part of their game, but they're gonna try it anyway.
Pull up jumper, no good. Kirby flies in for the rebound. Now it gets it over to Singleton. 26-22, 3:23. There's a 3 from Hollinger. Nothing but net for Landon Hollinger. And it's a Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer.
Yeah, he's got two of the big ones, Scott. 2 3-pointers for Hollinger, both coming from the corner spot.
6:25. Railers down by 1, 3 minutes to go in the first half. Miles for another 3. Missed it. Ewald to Whiteman. Back to Ewald. Up to Singleton. In the corner to Froby for a 3. Got it! Caden Froby with a big 3 from the corner. It's another Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer. Railers up by 2. Now Danville. Rhodes. He throws one up. Rebound. Froby. We got a 3-on-1, little pass down to Ewald. Count the bucket.
Yeah, what about
and the Railers on a little bit of a run, up by 4, 2:32 to go in the first half.
Yeah, 2 big 3s, Hollinger and then Froby, and the Railers get out on the break, Scott, and no better to handle it in the middle of the court as Froby dishes, no look pass to Ewald. Ewald fills the lane with a left-hand layup, and the Railers on a big run here.
Full timeout. We'll take one as well. Don't go anywhere. We come back. We'll have more action here. The regional championship from Bloomington High School, WLCN 96.3 FM. Welcome back to Bloomington High School regional championship play here as the Railers have a 30-26 lead, 2:32 to go in the first half.
Well, Scott, and too, what led to that was some ill-advised shots, I thought, by Danville. They've done a good job of working the basketball, taking their time, being patient. They come down and make some quick shots here, and then the Railers rebound and get out and go, make a couple 3s, and then get that fast break layup from Froby to Ewald. But that was really done a lot of by the Vikings because they just got a little bit impatient.
Vikings with the basketball, down by 4. Miles, he's been the leader for the Vikings all night. Now Hoskins, and we're going to get a foul.
Like the foul's going to go on Whiteman, Brody Whiteman, underneath.
Coach Brody, yeah, he snuck in on
Brody in for after that timeout because Cam's got 2 fouls, so Brody Whiteman checks in and picks up the foul. 16 fouls on the Railers, now 7 on the Vikings. The Railers have really not yet been able to use that.
There's a spin, blocked by Fro. Who are they going to get? Pointing at Brody Whiteman. And Brody picked up his second real quick as his brother's going to check in for him. So Stroud's going to get 2 shots. First one missed. I think that's their first missed free throw of the night. So Cam Whiteman checks in for Brody Whiteman. Both of them have 2 fouls, that is. And Strode's going to get a second free throw. And that one's good.
So the Railers up 30-27 here with 2:10 left in the first half.
Froby for a three up top. Got it. Caden Froby with the big three from up top, and it's a Chris Coyne. State Farm three-pointer. Railers lead by 6.
Yeah, Froby's got 17 here before halftime, and he has been on from the perimeter. He's been on from going to the basket.
Miles, no good. Froby with the rebound. He pushes left. Now has to pick up his dribble, needs some help, gets it to Ewald.
Yeah,
1:38 to go.
Let's get a driving basket, or the only guy right now I think is shooting from the perimeter right now, Froby or Hollinger. Both shooting it well, are dialed in. Looks like they might go to Singleton on the drive.
Singleton drives by Parker. Parker with the bump. Singleton will go to the line for one in the bonus as Brody Whiteman is set to check back in. For I got to believe his brother Cam.
Probably just going to do the offense-defense type of thing where Cam only comes in if there's a stoppage of play and he can get on the offense, and Brody will check in, and I think he's been instructed if somebody around you is going to shoot it, you hammer him and don't let him get it up to the basket.
Singleton first free throw up and good.
Railers 7 of 8 from the free throw line so far here on the night. Singleton
second free throw. Got it. 35-27, 1:27 to go in the first half.
Give Singleton 5, led by Froby with 17, Hollinger with 6.
Miles, keep an eye on him, guarded by Ewald. Now to Stroud, back to Miles, over to Parker. Back to Miles. To Stroud in the corner. He'll get it up top to Miles. Miles tries to get into lane, nothing there. Now they'll work it around. Hoskins for a three.
Hard.
No good. Good box out by Ewald. Grabbed by Singleton. Good box out by Ewald to get that rebound.
Yeah, absolutely. And good job by Dylan to hang around and try and pick that up. So Railers will probably go for one here. Railers up 8, 35-27 with 43 seconds left. A lot of time to hold it against this pressure by Danville. We'll see if the Railers can do it.
Brody Whiteman. Now to Singleton, 33 on the clock. Now Singleton goes to the left, 23. Now down to 20. Got a lot of holding down there by Parker on Froby. 10 seconds. Whiteman, Brody Whiteman that is, Hollinger.
Yeah, it looks like the Railers, I don't know if the foul was on.
I think it was on Parker as
Brody was going to cut the screen. So
Parker grabbed him, and now the sophomore has an opportunity to put some points on the board for the Railers.
Yeah, and stretch this thing into a 10-point lead here before half. 7.5 seconds left. The Railers up 34.
No good. 3, 2. So travel by Hoskins. Basket is no good, and at the end of the first half, it's the Railers 35, the Vikings 27. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have the Ground Incorporated Schneider Chiropractic halftime show here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
22.
Welcome back here to halftime. Bloomington High School. Class 3A Boys Regional Championship between the Railers and the Vikings. The Railers up 35-27. We'll go through the scoring here. First for the Vikings from Danville High School. They were led by scoring in 11 points from Devin Miles, 5 apiece for Delray Crowder and Martez Rhodes, and 3 apiece for Robert Stroud and Nathaniel Hoskins for the 27 for the Vikings. The Railers were led by a big first half by the senior, Caden Froby. Froby was 17 in the first half. He was 7 of 8 from the field, 3 of 3 from three-point land to go along with a couple of rebounds. 6 points for Landon Hollinger off a couple of three-pointers, 5 for Dylan Singleton, 3 for Cameron Whiteman, and 4 points for Will Ewald for the 35 for the Railers. The Railers lead at 35-27. We'll be back here from Bloomington High School. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. Welcome back, Railer fans. Josh Komnick along with Scott Kirby, Lloyd Kirby on the camera. Halftime here from Bloomington High School in the 3A Boys Regional Championship. The Railers on top 35-27 over the Vikings from Danville in the quarter. Scoring by quarter, Scott, goes like this. The Railers up 21-20 after the first quarter, and where they increase that lead 14-7 in the second quarter. The Railers 35-27 at halftime here. Scott, you've got a couple scores to go over here real quick before we get into some stats.
Yeah, some scoring around the regional places here. Over in Springfield, Illinois, it's Springfield High, the Senators, 35, and Decatur MacArthur, 31 at half. Over in Mattoon, here's a shocker. Number 4 seed Decatur Eisenhower over number 1 seed Springfield Lanphier, 29-28 at half. And in Rantoul, it's Muhammad Seymour, 22, Urbana, 29, and that's a halftime score as well.
First half, the Vikings shoot 8 of 19 from the field. They were hot in the first quarter, but cooled off in the second. 42%. They're 4 of 9 from the three-point land for 44%. Still good from the free throw line. 7 of 8 for 88%. The Railers shoot 11 of 21 from the field for 52%, 6 of 11 from 3, and 7 of 9 from the free throw line. Total rebounds for Danville, 12, the Railers 9. 7 assists for the Railers to go along with 2 turnovers. The Vikings with 5 assists on 9 turnovers, 2 steals. The Railers with 5 steals as well. So Scott, it's going to be close. I think it's going to be a close one down to the wire. I think Danville surprises me a little bit with their patience, although they got to be impatient midway through the second quarter, which led to that Railers, a couple misses by the Vikings. The Railers come down, hit a big 3 by Hollinger in the corner, then Froby hits one, and then we get a steal and a nice pass from Froby to Ewald on the fast break. But other than that, I thought the Vikings had a pretty good first half.
Yeah, you're right, Josh, and I think it's key for the Railers to come out and put it on them, where the Vikings got to play catch-up, because that's where they start getting out of control and trying to force the issue.
Yeah, a little impatient from the Vikings. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here with third quarter action. 1:40 left here before they get back to going. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show, and you're listening to Lincoln Raider basketball.
They're going to get Hollinger with his second foul, team first.
Yeah, it was an odd foul too. It looked like the basket was almost going good, almost a made basket until they blew the whistle with the foul. So unsure of what.
Free throw up and good.
Oh, big
Got
first
the
basket there
roll.
for Danville. Yeah, 3-point play to start the game, or start the third quarter, and that coming off a putback off an offensive rebound.
35-30. Singleton with the basketball. Now the Railers will work it around. Hollinger to Froby. Froby guarded by Miles. He'll spin left. Nothing there. Kick it out to Singleton. Now Singleton, he'll get to the lane. Kick it in the corner. Now they'll work it back up top. Whiteman. Now to Froby. Little layup. Count it.
And he got fouled. Yeah, and he got fouled. It was after the ball was already going in the rim, and then it was body control. 15 was Stroud, tried to come across and block it. Got a ton of body after it was already good.
Count the bucket. Froby will get the and one.
Boy, what a
Stroud picked up his second.
Yeah, what a big match from Stroud getting the 3-point play on his end, and now Froby coming up.
I like what Froby did there. He kind of looked over and thought, this is going to block it.
Yeah, he got it away quick early, and Stroud just came.
Oh, stripped away. Going to be off to Hoskins. Over to Smith. To Rhodes. Now back to Smith. Now they work it to the left.
Yeah, I got to be careful of Devin Miles out there.
Now a spin.
Nice
and a fake by Stroud, up and good for Stroud. And the Danville Vikings game plan coming out second half is to get it down low.
Nice up and under move by Stroud. 6'5" senior got to all the Railers up for that.
There's a move by Singleton as had a little
body block or something going on, but it worked. Nothing was called here. Railers with another back, but we've got to do it on this end, Scott. We're going to get where we can get to a run and extend this thing to 15 or so. We got
to into Stroud, up and no good. Hollinger with a strong rebound, and they've been working on every possession down low to Stroud, and that time he couldn't finish. Whiteman gets a lane up and good. Cam Whiteman found a lane, took it up with the left, count the bucket. Railers up by 9.
Boy, you don't really anticipate that coming out of Cam's game, but he's added that this year. And boy, you can go to the lane, you can shoot it like he can, and then you can finish with your left hand. Huge basket there for the Railers.
Hoskins for a 3, no good. Froby goes up for the rebound. Kicks it over to Singleton. Railers up by 9 with the basketball. Singleton up to Froby. Now back to Singleton, guarded by Smith. Now to Ewald. Ewald, he'll find a lane. Up off the backboard, no good. A little too far out for Ewald. Strips it from Smith, but they're going to say he fouled him.
Yeah, and Will came right from behind, and I'm telling you, if you get any type of body contact at all, you're going to get a foul called. It's been that way for both teams. I thought they've been very tic-tacky for both squads, and that time normally that's a steal and a turnover steal for the Railers.
Ewald, that's his team second. Miles with it, up to Hoskins. Over to Crowder. Now they'll get it down low, nothing there. Crowder, he's going to take a 3. No good. Rebound Ewald as he's hit on the arm, no call. Now Singleton, he'll push it to the middle. Gives it Whiteman up and good! Whiteman thrown the play. He got the feed and the bucket.
Yeah, he ran all the way from the rebounding side. Scott defensively rebound, sprinted his tail off, and Singleton saw him the whole way from about half court. He just waited for Cam to get there, and then he pulled it up and made it.
Smith pull-up jumper, banked it in and good. 43-35.
Boy, a bailout basket for Danville. They had no chance of that thing going in. It was a fadeaway pull-up jump shot and banks in from, and I'm sure it wasn't called, but a big basket the Vikings needed.
Ewald to Froby. Froby will back it back out. Now he'll get to the lane. A lot of contact. No call. Ewald has it. Now they'll swing it back out to Hollinger. Now back to who gives it to Froby. Now Froby tries to get through Hoskins, but Hoskins is going to pick up the foul, and that's his second.
Yeah, second foul on Hoskins. It looks like it's going to be the third team foul on the Vikings here. Nope, just a second team foul on the Vikings here in the third quarter.
A lot of 2s up there for the Vikings. 2 fouls on 4 of their starters. There's a backdoor to Singleton. Up and count the bucket for Singleton.
Yeah, nice backdoor. Dylan overplayed to get that reverse pass off the inbounds, and Dylan just goes back door. These guys so well schooled, Scott, when you're pressured and you can't get the ball to go back door. Nice move by Stroud. Stroud's trying to take it on himself, and he's keeping the Vikings in it.
45-36. 3:38 to go in the third. Railers with the basketball. Now they'll run some offense. A little weave. Ewald, nothing there. Now Whiteman on the wing.
Well, I think
up
the Railers,
top to Singleton.
Scott, no 3s needed right now. You're getting to the basket anytime you want.
There's Hollinger tried to get to the basket. Nothing there. Picked up his dribble. And what are they going to say? He traveled? He slid his foot? Can't see down here.
I don't know. I guess he called travel or 3 seconds. 3 seconds?
All right, Railers up by 9. Vikings with the basketball. 3:10 to go in the third.
Coach Fitz to our left says it was travel.
There's a 3 by Smith, no good. Up over the backboard, out of bounds, Railer basketball. And the Vikings, they don't really need to take those shots either.
No.
Go to what's working.
Right,
and
Stroud.
that's Stroud down low.
And then Smith decides to pull up from three-point land. So a little token pressure by the Vikings, but the Railers break it easy. Or Froby brings it up on the point guard, now gives it away to Singleton, and Singleton will bring it up, start the offense for the Railers.
45-36, under 3 minutes to go in the third. Little backdoor to Singleton, and he's going to be held by I thought he was held by Crowder, but it's out of bounds off the Railers.
Yeah, just out of bounds. Turnovers on the Railers, and I don't think the pass was there.
That's a tough angle, too, for that pass. Now Stroud has it. He gets down low, and he'll finish the bucket, and Danville wants a timeout.
Yeah, and that was a little too easy there.
45-38. It's a full timeout. We'll take one as well. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back after these messages. Welcome back to Bloomington High School for regional championship action here in Bloomington, Illinois, as the Railers with a 45-38 lead with the basketball. 2:35 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, they're face guarding Dillon, so he can't start the offense right now for the Vikings man-to-man defense.
Kirby with the basketball over to Ewald. Ewald guarded by Smith. Ewald to get to the lane. Nice move, a lot of contact, no call. And the Vikings with the basketball.
Yeah, Will.
There's a travel, no call. Crowder, there's a travel, they'll call that. Don't know how you can't call that down here, and then you call ticky-tack stuff on the other end, Josh.
Yeah, and it's been called tightly, and now they've kind of a couple drives, especially on Ewald. I thought a couple of times he's gotten hit and used his body and done a good job of trying to go into the defense, and has not been rewarded with a foul call. But Will's got to be a little bit stronger. He's going to have to go and finish those layups if he's going to get in there.
Crowder just picked up his third.
3 team fouls now on the Vikings, so it'd be nice for the Railers to get in that bonus play.
There's Ewald for a three from up top.
Got a big
Got it! Will Ewald with the Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer, and the Railers up by 10.
Yeah, that was a huge basket. What a drive by Singleton. Got all the way underneath the rim and kicked it out to Will, who had those feet set right at about the top of the key.
Crowder, he lines up for a three, way too long. But in the hands of Hoskins, he'll put it back up and good, and there's nothing you can do about that.
Too easy, too. So Proby's got to drop down, or somebody's got to drop down and try and get that rebound. As you get any misses now, Scott, and Danville's been missing lately, Raylor's just unable to get some of those rebounds.
Singleton guarded by Miles. Now they'll get it to Whiteman. Whiteman pulls up for a jumper. Got it! It's a two. He was just inside the line, but it's good for Whiteman. 50-40, 1:10 to go in the third.
Boy, the Railers need to stop, Scott. Vikings have just hung around because the Railers either can't get a stop or can't get a rebound on one end.
There's your stop right there, but an offensive rebound. Put back, no good. And we're going to get a... Yeah, Hollinger just got shoved. A technical is called. Should be an ejection. I don't know how you can't eject him after that.
I didn't see it. I was looking over at the other.
So we'll see what the referees sort out here. Four with the push.
Yeah, so Hollinger with the foul.
They did call it
technical on 15 now.
But no ejection.
No ejection, doesn't sound like. So Straddle stepped to the line to shoot the 2 free throws for the foul by Hollinger, and then probably Hollinger will get a chance to put these.
Free throw missed.
Not only do we not like it, Scott, Coach Allen doesn't like it, but Railer Nation doesn't like it at all. They are all fired up here.
It's just dirty. Stroud, second free throw. Got that one.
Yeah, I think Hollinger will probably go step to the free throw line for the technicals, and then the Railers, I don't know for sure, but I think the Railers should get the basketball back here.
So Hollinger's going to go to the line. He'll get 2 free throws for the technical.
So now the team fouls will be Lincoln with 3 and Danville with 4. Still 57.9 left here in the third quarter.
Hollinger usually solid from the free throw line. Misses his first. Second one. This is the second one. Uncharacteristic for Hollinger. Maybe the shove and the fall had a little something to do with it.
Well, and I don't know, Hollinger goes to the bench now. Does he have 3 fouls?
He's got, yes, he does have 3.
So he's going to take a seat, and Brody Whiteman will check in probably here for the remaining of the third quarter. About 55 seconds left.
50-41 Railers. 50 seconds in the third. Left on the clock. Railers with the basketball. Ewald guarded by Parker. Now he'll get to the lane. Up and good for Ewald.
Oh, big
Parker
movement.
can't guard him.
Oh, I think Scott and Coach realized that too, Scott. He just went to the bigger Ewald, 6'3". Parker at only about 5'9", trying to. Ooh,
that's a good play there. A little alley-oop to Smith. 52-43 as the third quarter winds down. 20 seconds on the clock. Railers with the basketball. They'll hold for the last shot, and they will have the possession to start the fourth.
Yeah. Railers are going to run a set play here. Singleton up at the top of the key. Got to go now. 9 seconds here.
9 seconds, now to 8. Brody Whiteman looking for Cam Whiteman. And Railers just can't convert on it.
Yeah, and it wasn't open. I think Brody passed it before he really realized that the Vikings defender was right there.
Smith pulls up for the 3, left it short, and after 3 quarters in Bloomington, it's the Railers 52, the Danville Vikings 43. We'll go to commercial break. We come back. We'll have fourth quarter action here at Bloomington High School, so don't go anywhere. This is WLCN 96.3 FM. Scott Kirby, Josh Komnick, Lloyd Kirby here in Bloomington High School as the Railers take a 9-point lead into the fourth quarter and the basketball.
Yeah, buckle up, race fans. It's going to be a long fourth quarter.
Froby kicks it over to Whiteman. A good save by Whiteman.
Yeah, what a
Now
catch.
He'll get to the rim.
Coach Alexander with a timeout.
Wow.
He thought it was going to be turned over, and we were in a bad spot there deep in the coffin corner, and Coach uses one of the 5 that you get, so Coach Alexander is going to probably just take a 30-second timeout here.
Are you planning for college or retirement? Find out how to afford both. Contact Sal Polis, your Edward Jones financial advisor, located at 1400 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 217-732-4001. Sal Polis, Edward Jones, making sense of investing, a member of SIPC. 7:43 to go in the ball game. Regional championship on the line. The winner will move to the sectional site in Lincoln, and will take on the winner of MacArthur and Springfield. But first things first, we have to take care of business here, Josh.
Yeah, 52-43. The Railers with the basketball here. Just started the fourth, and going to have to continue to get to the basket. The pressure from Danville is just going to start getting tighter and tighter.
Froby. Now to Singleton. Singleton kicks it out to Froby. Now Froby gets on his man. A lot of contact by Hoskins, and he's going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
any
his
of them.
third.
Not fourth on Hoskins. Says fourth on Hoskins is third on Hoskins. Yeah, okay, third on Hoskins. But I don't know that any of the Danville defenders can stay with the Railers. It's just when they want to go to the basket.
Singleton has the basketball. He'll pull it back out, guarded by Miles. Now he goes on Miles, up, and threw it over his shoulder. Maybe,
Almost.
Yeah. Now Smith with it.
Yeah, got to get a stop here. We got to get stops and rebounds, Scott. That's what's going to win this game for the Railers is playing defense and rebounding the basketball.
Smith with a three. Got it. Smith with a deep three brings Danville within 6.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight one down. You know that Danville's got enough athletes and enough players to keep this thing really tight.
6:36 to go in the game. Kirby has the basketball. Stripped away by Miles. Miles up and good. 4-point ball game.
Boy, and just like that, a couple of turnovers and a big three, and Danville right back in it here, down 4.
Singleton gets it across the timeline, guarded by Parker. Now to Froby. Hoskins on him. Now he picks up his dribble, needs help, gives it to Hollinger.
Yeah, just don't try to do too much.
Now Singleton, he drives on Parker, now spins, nothing there. Picks up his dribble, gives it to Froby. And Coach Out wants another timeout. 5:56 to go in the game. Railers up by 4. It's a 32nd. We'll keep it right here. State Bank of Lincoln serving the area for over 113 years with 4 locations in Lincoln and 2 in Clinton. Proud to be a Lincoln Railer sponsor. Headline Salon. Visit Brett, Liz, Danielle, and Shay at 602 Keokuk in Lincoln. Phone 651-8310. Walk-ins are welcome. Well, Josh, we knew it wasn't going to be easy, but you had to feel pretty good. 11-point lead and starting to get control of the game. But Danville comes out fourth quarter, picks up the intensity and the pressure, and the Railers have yet to respond.
Well, it looks like the Railers are a little timid on our end about getting to the basket and back doors and things that got us that 9 to 11-point lead. We've kind of went away from. So Railer Nation trying to get these guys going here, and Danville starting to feel a little momentum going their way.
Whiteman gets it into Singleton, guarded by Miles. Whiteman pulls up, jumper, no good, rebound fought for. And it's going to be Danville basketball. So Danville with the basketball, down by 4, 5:42 to go.
The Railers need to get Danville in the bonus, or we need to get in the bonus. 5 team fouls for the Vikings, and right now the referees letting them play a little bit. Coach Alexander a little upset with not a foul called when Dillon was handling the ball on Devin Miles.
Miles to Smith. You got to watch Smith. He hit a big 3 earlier. Now Miles, he'll get to the lane. Up. No good. Singleton with the rebound.
Yeah, take your time. Get a good shot here. See if we can't get some sort of a backdoor play. Danville really playing pressure man-to-man right now.
Singleton to Hollinger in the corner. Up top to Whiteman. Over to Ewald. Ewald guarded by Smith.
Yeah, Proby can't get the ball. Hoskins all over him.
Hollinger picks up his dribble, gives it to Whiteman. Now to Singleton. He pulls up. No good. Airballed it. I don't know if it was deflected, but Vikings with the basketball.
Yeah, Railer offense just looks a little bit out of sort right now. Good defense by Danville.
Try to get it down low, hit the rim. Whiteman there for the rebound.
Thank goodness, because the big boy 15 Stroud was wide open underneath and had an easy basket. The ball hit the net and the rim on the pass, and Whiteman able to come up with it.
Railers in desperate need of a bucket right here. Froby, nothing there. Good defense from Hoskins.
Yeah, Railers just can't get by Danville right now.
Railers up by 4. We're halfway through the 4th. Now he'll get free. Pull up.
Nope.
Got it.
Banked it.
Baker home. The bank is open, and Roby connects to give the Railers a 6-point lead. A well-needed bucket, and Danville wants a timeout.
Yeah, much-needed basket, and you went to the senior, the leading scorer, the guy that's been able to hit some big shots for you this season, and Railers just are struggling to get by their guys. Where early in the game, Scott, we were able to get by our guys and score layups. Right now, Danville's really locked down on us on defense. That time, Froby got to about the free throw line, able to pull up and make a big-time jump shot.
A great crowd on hand tonight. Getting behind the boys, and it's been tough. You know, the Railers go on a little bit of a run, but Danville, they're not going anywhere.
Well, it's part of good team. I know the record's 16-15, but we talked about it. They've had a lot of injuries this season, and they've got their full complement of guys back. And boy, this is a big time regional atmosphere. I mean, this is a good basketball team that we're playing. Probably, if they were healthy, might be a top 4 seed in the regional for sure.
54-48, 3:49 to go in the ball game. A regional title is on the line. The winner moves to the Lincoln Sectional to take on the winner of Decatur MacArthur and Springfield High School. And here we go. Hoskins, Miles with a deep three, got it! Deep three for Miles, and it's a 3-point basketball game.
Yeah, give Miles 16 on the night, and boy, he has been really, really good.
And this is a situation the Railers aren't used to being in, Josh.
Yeah.
Close games, we're used to being up by 20, 25 at this point.
Right, and this is a little bit of what Coach Alexander feared. Have we had enough of these types of games?
Ewald, a strong move to the bucket. Count the basket, 56-51.
Boy, a big time basket there by Ewald.
Turnover.
Yeah, we need some sort of a stop anyway.
There's a drive by Miles. I don't know what they got there. It had to be before the shot.
No, he's way out of control too.
I don't know how they think that he was shooting that if they grabbed him.
Yeah, it
well
should have been
before the shot.
Way before the shot, you're right. And they've got their best shooter, at least for tonight, up on the free throw line.
Makes the first, 56-52. Four-point lead for the Railers, 2:56 on the clock. Miles, the second one, up and good.
19 now for 18 now for Miles.
Kirby to Whiteman. Whiteman to get it across. Ewald, now Hollinger, nothing there. Railers will kick it back out. 2:44 on the clock. Kirby to Ewald. Now to Whiteman, guarded by Miles. There's a foul. And Miles picked up only his first foul.
Yeah, now 16 fouls.
But more importantly, there will be in bonus
next
on the
one
next
in the
foul.
bonus. And boy, you saw the zipping on the passes, Scott. Danville starting to get through those passing lanes, and if the Railers don't meet your pass it hard, and really cut hard, anything can lead to a turnover.
Roby has the ball, guarded by Hoskins. Now, Roby trying to do a little acting right there with a little head bob.
Anything will work. You get one foul, pick up, and you go to the free throw line. Got a chance to get a couple points.
Roby to Ewald. Ewald guarded by Parker. Stripped away. Smith with it. Smith pulls up for a three for the tie. Got it. We got a tie ball game. 56-56. 2:08 to go.
Boy, what a shot, too. Smith comes out on the break and nails a three.
Singleton on Parker. Now Froby. Froby gets to the lane. Up and good. Don't know how he got it to go, but he did.
Yeah, he was way off balance, Scott, and kind of just flipped it up there. And good players somehow find a way to get those to go down. And we talked about that now, Scott. We got to find a way to get a stop on this end.
58-56 Railers. 1:35 to go on the ball game. Parker guarded by Froby.
Oh, double dribble, yeah.
Big turnover.
Just a little flinch of Froby. You can see the inexperience of Parker out there. Didn't want to handle the ball at all. Looked directly back at the next guy that he could pass to. And a little flinch as Froby was going to try and swipe at it. He picked it up and then tried to dribble it again. So double dribble. Huge turnover there. Big time for the Railer defense.
2-point lead for the Railers with the basketball. 1:20 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, layups or free throws now, Scott.
Ewald to Singleton. Singleton, he'll pull it back out. Good choice. Run some clock. Make them foul you. Now they'll get in the corner. Nothing there for Whiteman. He'll dribble it back out. Get it to Froby, guarded by Hoskins. Froby dribbles left. Nothing there. Now to Ewald. We are at 1 minute in the ball game.
Railers going to have to look to score, I think, at some point. It's too long to hold the ball.
And there's a foul. Our best free throw shooter besides Hollinger.
Yeah, I think Hollinger leads it in
more
percentage,
attempts for Froby.
But you talk about, I don't know if Coach Alexander would rather have anyone else there. You know, the senior has been in this situation before, whether it's with a Railer uniform or when he's playing in the summer. A guy that wants to keep his career going, and you've got the right man there.
58-56. 57 seconds on the clock. The Railers are in the bonus. Froby to the line for one. Left it short. Froby left the free throw short. 2-point lead for the Railers. Danville with the basketball. Smith now to Hoskins. Up top to Rhodes. And Danville wants a timeout. How many they have left? Do we know that?
Well, I don't know. They've called a bunch of them. Fitz, what do you got timeouts for him? That's it? He's got
Danville with no more timeouts.
So
44 seconds on the clock.
Well,
we're going to keep it right here.
Well, interesting to see what Coach Jarrell Robinson does here. He's had Smith that's made a couple threes late here in the fourth quarter. Does he go for a three? Does he try to go to Stroud underneath? He's also got, number 5, who has been their best player all game long, Devin Miles. He's got 18 tonight. Give 13 for Smith also. So a number of different options. Railers, if they do get a chance, or you stop Danville, boy, you got a rebound here. You got to have 5 guys crashing for that rebound.
58-56, regional championship on the line.
Well, they've got the possession arrow kind of going too. They got 2 different arrows for some reason.
Well, one's bonus, one's possession.
Okay. So on a tie-up, the ball will go to Danville.
Here we go, 44 seconds left in the ball game. A lot of nervous energy going on.
And remember, Scott, Railers just 4 fouls, so they've got a chance to give a couple fouls up if they need to.
Here we go. Hoskins spins up and no good. Fought for on the ground, tied up. No.
Rebound.
Rebound. Ewald with the rebound, and he'll be fouled by Rhodes.
Boy, I don't know if you could have got a
3 or 4 chances right there.
And point blank too, Scott. I'm talking 2 feet shots here for Danville, and they just couldn't get it to go. The Railers scrapping as Smith brings it down below his knees. The Railers scrapping for it. He somehow rips it out of there, misses the putback, and then Ewald up strong. So you got another senior here stepping to the free throw line to try and get some big free throws to go down. 1-1 here.
2 big free throws for Ewald. First one up and no good. We're missing free throws, and that is not good. Smith with it. Railers up by 2. 20 seconds to go in the ball game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they try and give Smith the basketball.
We've got 2 fouls to give.
Yeah, I would try and foul here. Don't foul on the shot, but I wouldn't.
Before the shot.
Good foul.
Good foul. Still have 1 more to give. And Josh, free throws down the stretch.
Yeah, well, we talk with Coach Alexander, and it's always, they'll win you or they'll lose you games, and hopefully the Railers hold
no foul, so there's no free throw.
You're right, so the Railers got to take it out.
So another charge taken.
Hollinger, give him some credit, man.
Hollinger done the dirty work.
He's stuck that nose in there tonight and has got his butt whooped on a couple of those. Aren't easy charges, Scott. He's taking it right in the chest of a couple of big-time shoulders from several different guys from Danville, and he pops right back up there. He got shoved to the ground after a foul. He pops right back up there. Maybe one of the toughest dudes on the Railer team.
Absolutely. 9.3 seconds on the clock, Josh. You got to think that there's going to be a foul right away. Who are we getting the basketball to? I mean, you got to go back to Froby.
Yeah, I think
Froby's
you do too,
your guy.
but Danville thinks that as well.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you got to remember the guy taking the ball out of bounds does not have the baseline, so he's got to stay put. Coach Alexander's got enough timeouts to use if we can't get it in right away to use one, but you've got to get it. I mean, you got 4 guys out there. I mean, take your pick. They just got to step up and hit them. They've done it before. It's just time to hit them now.
58-56, 9 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Cam Whiteman to inbound.
Boy, it's a different lineup here. Just a screen there for.
Now he gets it into Froby. Froby up to Ewald. And Ewald's going to be fouled by Smith. A lot of time off the clock. 4 seconds went off the clock, Josh. And Ewald back to the free throw line. And if he can make both of these, it will
should be over.
Seal the game.
Yeah, should be over. But yet again, you got to hit them. You know, you practice them, and it's not like you're at Roy S. at 6:30 in the morning. You got a couple thousand people here. Several thousand hope you make it, and about 500 hope you don't.
Dad on the bench, Mom in the stands. First free throw up and good. And we are in double bonus.
Mom's not even watching over there.
And we do have a foul to give, Josh. Mom's not watching.
No.
Mom is not watching.
No. Dad's watching.
I can't blame her.
No, maybe he's not.
Dad is not watching. But they should, because he nailed both of them. And the Railers up by 4. 60-56. Will Ewald nailed
still not
2
watching.
huge free throws. Railers up by 4. 5 seconds to go. Railers need a timeout.
Yeah, and remember, Scott, we've still got a foul to give. I don't know that you want to use it here. Basically, let him go down. Don't let him throw it full court by any means, but anything in front of you, free throw line, let him dribble up, shoot it. You go rebound, and you should be going to Wednesday's game in Lincoln.
I think we need a timeout too, but well, we're going to keep it right here. Man, it's been a fun one, Josh, and we knew it was going to be. We knew it was going to be.
Danville's just really, really good. I'm talking, we've not seen a whole lot of good basketball teams this year against this Railer team. This is as good, and even the 2 losses that we had, Mundelein and Rock Island. Danville's been just as good as either of those 2 teams.
So what do you do here? You let them inbound? Do you pressure it a little bit?
Yeah, I just stay 3/4 court just so they don't roll it up, and just so they can't get a home run pass.
And the thing in high school, the clock doesn't stop after a mate.
Right, yeah, and they have no timeouts.
Right.
So it's got to be over.
It's over.
Yeah.
But what's the final score? Is it 60-56, 60-59? We'll see. Smith. He's going to pull up for a 3. Miss it. The putback. No good. And your Railers are regional champs and move on to the Lincoln Sectional. A hard-fought game, back and forth. Give credit to Danville. They didn't give up. But the Railers able to pull it off and advance.
Yeah, boy, what a game. Scott, you said it earlier. We haven't been in this situation before, but 2 times this year. And I don't know that we were great in the situation tonight, with some times where we did some, I don't know, not dumb things, but we weren't perfect. But boy, what a great time for you to get in this situation before next week, where you're going to have another one like this. I mean, they don't get easier. There's no more 25-point wins. You hope so, but probably not going to happen. And great for the Railers to come out on top of a game like this.
90 decibels hitting here, I guess. What I'm being told. As the Railers get to go back for some home cooking, Josh, and we're going to take on the winner of MacArthur and Springfield. You got to really like our chances there.
2 teams. Have we seen MacArthur? No, we haven't seen MacArthur this year, but we've seen Springfield earlier and took care of business there. So, yeah, you're right. But you know what? We saw Danville earlier in the year too, and it was a 12-point win, and it was a 4-point win tonight. So there's no easy games from here on out. They've earned it. The Railers now going out there. Frobe leading the way with the seniors to grab the regional plaque, and we'll be back Wednesday. Don't quite know who we're going to play, but good thing is we're going to be there.
We are going to be there as the students rush the court. A little piece of rope isn't going to stop them.
Yeah, they tried.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have the Grau Incorporated Schneider Chiropractic post-game show here with your regional champs, Lincoln, on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Welcome back to victorious Bloomington High School, where the Railers are regional champions here by a score of 62-56. Let's go through the scoring first for Danville. They were led tonight by number 5, had a great game, 5 of 8 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, Devin Miles. Miles with 18, 13 for Robert Stroud, 10 for Tevin Smith, and 5 for 3 different guys, Martez Rhodes, Nathaniel Hoskins, and Del Ray Crowder to round out the 56 for the Vikings. The Railers were led tonight by their leading scorer on the season, Caden Frobe, with 23 points, 13 for Will Ewald, 9 apiece for Cameron Whiteman and Dylan Singleton, and 6 for Landon Hullinger. Will Ewald with about 20 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go, hits 2 big free throws to increase the lead to 4 points, which put it out of hand for the Vikings. So some big free throws after a couple of seniors missed. Frobe and Will Ewald missed a couple, or a front end of 1-and-1 earlier in the kind of the last minute of the fourth quarter. But the Railers win it 60-56. We'll be back here from Bloomington High School. We'll let you know, hopefully have an idea who the Railers will play on Wednesday night from Roy S. Anderson in the first round of the Class 3A sectional. You're in the Grau Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic postgame show and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. Ready for Wednesday night. Sectional action from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, and Coach Neil Alexander to court. The Railers will be in it. They'll be taking on the Generals from MacArthur. That'll be a 7 o'clock start from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. Lanphier and Urbana on a Tuesday night. The winners of those two games, the Railers and the Lions over on that end, will play on Friday night for the sectional championship. We'll go over some of the stats here. First for the Vikings. The Vikings shot 44% from the field. They were 7 of 18 from the three-point line and 11 of 23 from the 11 of 13 from the free throw line. So the Vikings did a really good job from the free throw line. Vikings with 8 assists on 13 turnovers. They had 26 total rebounds. The Railers shoot it well from the perimeter as well. 22 of 37 for the Railers. Shot well from the free throw line. Just not as well at late in the game. 2 of 7 in the second half for the Railers. The Railers with 16 total rebounds, 11 assists on 7 turnovers, no block shots, but 6 steals. And Scott, I don't know how many charges we took tonight, but I would venture to say that Hollinger had 2 or 3, maybe 4. Whiteman with 3 or 4. Well, those are some huge turnarounds. Those are basically considered turnovers.
Absolutely.
And you can add those. Those probably don't show up on here, but you take 6 or 7 charges, and boy, that stops a lot of what Danville is trying to do.
Yeah, you're right, Josh. And a lot of those charges came first half, and a big crucial one towards the end of the game where it gave the Railers the basketball. And Boy, it was a hard-fought game for the Railers. You know, we got out to 11-point lead there, and you're thinking, all right, here we go. We're going on another run. Well, you look up, Danville's down by 6. Danville's down by 3. So, you know, it's a well-fought game. And as Coach Al joins us here, Coach Al joining us here, WLCN 96.3. Coach, you knew it was going to be tough, and you got to be proud of your kids. You know, you never really been in these opportunities like that where it is a close game. And tonight the kids finished strong. Will Ewald made some huge free throws there towards the end, and you got you another regional championship to put in your trophy case.
Well, it's really neat looking down at the kids because this has been really a hard one because this is a special group, and you know, I'm not cutting any of the other groups that we've had, but this group is a little bit different than the group that I've had, and you know, they can do a lot of different things, and we're really you know, you got to be lucky in the state tournament, so I'm hoping that this was our luck game because that was a good basketball team. Danville, they shot it much better than we thought they could, and you know, what I thought was really a big part was in the first half, I think we took 4 or 5 charges, and I think that slowed them down a little bit, and by doing, you know, the only thing that I thought was really disappointing was we're about an 80% free throw shooter, and we missed some big time free throws that could have made my life a lot easier.
Yeah, Coach, you're right. And Landon Hullinger didn't have, scoring-wise, his best game. Hit some big threes there in the first quarter, but you talk about a guy that's probably going to be a little sore tomorrow. He took some big-time charges underneath there. Got shoved on a technical foul from Stroud, from Danville, and that leads me to believe that he was a little bit of a pest underneath taking those charges. Talk a little bit about what he was able to do. Cam Whiteman took, as you said, a couple of charges to go along with it, which I think you're exactly right. Slowed the penetration down by Danville, but boy, it didn't hurt them any because they shot it well from the perimeter.
They really shot it well, and you know, we were really 1 out, 4 in. We wanted to protect the middle because we felt they were going to really go at us, and I keep learning a lesson every time. Just play your defense the way you play, and you know, second, third, and fourth quarter, we had to spread out and pick up the 3-point shooters, which, you know, really, I guess you could say that's the adjustment that we made at halftime was, in the end of the first quarter, was let's play our defense the way we normally play it, and why we had to make the adjustment, I don't know.
Well, adjustments seem to work out for you, Coach, and you know, another victory, a hard fought for the Railers. Now you're going to move on, get some home cooking. Got a sectional in Lincoln, and be going to taking on a Decatur MacArthur team who we've seen in the past. You know a lot about them. Haven't seen them yet this year, but you got to be pretty excited for these kids and getting to play back at Roy S.
Well, no doubt, and we have not said one word about that. Not one word that was said to the kids about, you know, stepping up and taking that and going back home to play, and that was a fear of mine because that would have been a nasty week for me to have to sit there and run a sectional tournament and not be there.
Yeah, we were thinking
I'd hired somebody, I'd have left town.
You wouldn't have been, I'd have done it for you. I'd have taken one for you, Coach, but you know, I just can't say enough about these kids. The fight, the grit, the toughness. You know, they're not always the biggest guys out on the court, but man, they seem to get it done.
Well, you take a look at Danville, and they had men. I mean, our guys are 6'3", 6'4", 160, 170. Theirs are 6'4", 6'5", 190, 200, and that makes a difference.
Yeah.
Man, they locked us up. And,
yeah, they did. Second half looked a little bit of like we haven't seen this year.
Yeah.
You know, we just didn't quite know what to do.
We went white, and we were up 9, and we took a bad shot. And they went down, and I don't know if they hit a 2 or a 3, and then they followed up with 5 straight points, and then they got a little bit of confidence. And when you spread the floor, you have have to make plays, and you can't take bad shots to allow people. You can't miss layups. Those are things that you got to be able to do. So we survived, we move on, and we get another game. And we're 2-0.
Yep, and that's all it takes. As you said, a little bit of luck, and there was a lot of luck, I think, late in the game there where they got a rebound, I think, and missed a layup, got a rebound. We were scrumming for it, and the guy pulls it out. He misses a layup, then Ewald grabs the rebound and gets fouled. I mean, they made that shot all night, and it takes a little bit of that luck. Your team from a few years ago that finished second had some luck that went on. As you said, it takes a little bit, and hopefully tonight you need it a little bit more than you will on Wednesday. But you survive, you advance, you play a team that you're somewhat familiar with and their coaching style, and you've played MacArthur not this season, but seasons past, and Rail Nation will be ready because they showed out again tonight.
They sure did, and I've got to get a hold of Patsy, but we'll post our ticket information. We will sell advance tickets for Wednesday's game. We play Wednesday night, so I don't know who the other two are. Did Lanphier win?
Lanphier, right here you go, Coach. Lanphier 66-56 over Eisenhower, and then Urbana 64-48 over Muhammad.
Well, Tuesday night, I don't know what they've got. I've got to find a way to get some tickets to some people, so we'll see. I don't think MacArthur, I think even what he told me when I contacted the regional finalists, that they're on spring break next week. And he says, we won't bring 20 people.
That's good, because we're going to bring 2,000.
So we got the whole gym. We'll just take over and go from there.
Let's do it.
All right, Coach. Well, let's get these kids home. Congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you Wednesday night, Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, for round one of a sectional.
Okay, thank you, and thank you, Railer Nation. You were great and outstanding, and our kids deserve you, and I think you deserve the kids. I think it's a both-way street, and a program is not only the players, it's what's around it, and the fans, the cheerleaders, the POMs, everything that goes along with it, and your support is greatly appreciated.
All right, Coach. Safe travels, and we'll see you tomorrow morning on the cheap seats. Josh, it was a good one.
Yeah, one of the better ones we've had.
A little too close for comfort. The blood pressure.
We haven't had it. Yeah, we haven't had a lot of that
now,
this year.
We don't want any more of those.
Right, but I got a feeling, Scott, they don't get easier from now on.
They do not.
That's the great thing about as you get going on, you got to continue to play better and better and better, and find a way to win. And the Railers found it again tonight.
Absolutely. Well, that'll do it for us here in Bloomington. Our next broadcast will be Wednesday at 7 o'clock as the Railers are at home to take on the Generals from Decatur MacArthur in the Lincoln Sectional. Our broadcast will begin with pregame shows starting at 6:30. For station manager Jim Ash, studio producer, director Paula Kodat and Winnie Ransdell, Josh Komnick, Lloyd Kirby, this is Scott Kirby. Once again, the final score, Lincoln 60, Danville 56. The Railers now stand 31-2. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast, and would like to thank our listeners for listening and our sponsors for sponsoring. This has been a production of WLCN Sports 96.3 FM. We ask you patronize our sponsors and say thank you for allowing us to bring you Railer basketball. From Bloomington, Illinois, good evening, everyone. It's time to send you back to the studio for the Classic Rock Experience, starring Jeff Number 2 on the Nighttime Fix 96.